Okay, so for the playing card project, remember whatever person or character you choose to use in your design, you want to make sure you remove the background that came with them off the web. Some are more detailed than others. Just these two images of Dave Grohl from Nirvana and Foo Fighters. Um, this one has a lot of detail, right? This one is, they're both him at a gig, but this one looks like it's an outdoor gig, so the sky is much less detailed than the stage behind him on this one. So different tools to use for different jobs. I'm just going to go over really quickly the selection tools in Photoshop. The number 2, 3, and 4 tools, counting from the top of the toolbar down, the marquee tool, the lasso tool, and either the magic wand or the quick selection tool. Those are basically your 3 selection tools in Photoshop. Now the marquee tool, it's essentially just drawing a shape around something and hitting delete if you want to clear it, right? There is a rectangle marquee tool, there's an elliptical marquee tool, and there are 2 different, a row and a column based marquee tool. Honestly, not the best fit for this job. So I would say the lasso might be something you want to explore. Now you can just draw a freeform blob with the lasso tool, the kind of old school rodeo looking lasso, hit delete, and that's what that does. Okay. You can also use the polygonal or polygonal lasso tool, and you can draw a custom shape. Every click of the mouse is defining a new point in a polygon. Double click to close the shape so the little lines start dancing, hit delete. And it's almost like you cut something out of a magazine. That's kind of what it looks like. The magnetic lasso, I haven't gone over yet in class, but it's kind of a cool thing. It basically sticks like a magnet to an image as you slowly drag your mouse. Now, I'm not even clicking right now. I'm just dragging it slowly across Dave Grohl's hair there and even along his shoulder. It's doing all the work, really. And then I can kind of go a little wide and double click to close the shape, hit delete. Command D to deselect. That did a pretty good job. So the magnetic lasso tool might be the best tool for this particular job. Right below that is the magic wand tool, or the quick selection tool is in the same slot. Now the magic wand tool, you all know by now pretty much what it does because we did it for one of our first introductory exercises for the fruit truck. You can change the tolerance of it, click on it. It's probably not the best fit for this job because it kind of starts moving into Dave Grohl's hair. And even if we switched the tolerance and made it lower, it's really hard to get it to exactly the right level for this. So the quick selection tool is another way you can go. It's once you're basically with every click, you're kind of giving the computer more information as to what it thinks you want to select. But you know, when you hit delete, it cut off half of his head, so we probably don't want to do that. Now for this tool, for this image of Dave Grohl, this might be a better fit for that tool because it's these big areas of blue behind him. And if you just click, see what's happening? It's kind of grabbing the blue that it thinks you want. Those are the 3 selection tools. The last thing I'll show you is the eraser tool, which is not at all a selection tool. It's just a way to erase parts of an image. But it does act like a brush. So if you hit E, you can change the size and the hardness, and you can kind of manually get rid of parts of Dave Grohl's background. Cool. So those are just some options for how to remove a background from an image. Hope that helped.